morning, everyone. Thanks for giving me this opportunity to speak about my simple experience in a recently established cancer center. So I am Dr. Karthik, surgical oncologist at Swikar, which is under Tata Trusts. So before going into the presentation, there are certain factors which are aggravating cancer burden, especially in India. So if you see, it is mainly because of shortfall of infrastructure and skilled personnel availability, uneven distribution of care facilities, like most of the cancer care treatment is in urban areas. Another is low insurance coverage and high out-of-pocket expenses, leading to high dropout rates of most of our patients. They used to sell their land and property for getting treatment of cancer. That leads to high dropout rates. And the last one, which many of us ignore, is the unhealthy lifestyles and lack of awareness about cancer treatment. So with all this in mind, Tata Trust has given a lot of scope for improvement in cancer care by establishing Tata Memorial's Hospital in Mumbai in way back in 1940s, and later in 2010 they have established Tata Memorial Center in Kolkata. As you see, both of these hospitals are in urban areas. So with a vision to deal with cancer care and to transform cancer care in India, Tata Trust has launched a special purpose vehicle named Arimeru Charitable Foundation, which exclusively deals with cancer care treatment in India. So they have developed a distributed model of cancer care which has 4 pillars, which includes enhanced access, uniform health, high quality care, and affordable care, and early detection for greater hope. So among this, the first pillar is the enhanced access, which is self-explanatory. They have developed a tiered service delivery of cancer care availability to ensure the cancer services are available at every level. So they have made it into 4 levels, like level 1 apex centers, level 2 are dedicated cancer units, level 3 are just a daycare unit, and level 4 is the community kiosk for opportunity screening. So our hospital is a level 2 center located in Tirupati at the foothills of Lord Venkateswara. As you see, this is the picture of our cancer center. So it was established in 7 acres. Our total land which was given to us is 25. We built the hospital in 7 acres. So rest is for phase 2. Currently we have 92 total beds, and we have all the departments of oncology, surgery, medical, and radiation and palliative, with 1 consultant per department as of now. And we have 3 modular theaters, out of which 2 are currently functional. And recently we got government cashless benefit facility also. So this is just a glimpse of our OPD department and the consultation rooms. So after our inauguration in May, we have a significantly increased number of patients. Initially, we started with 907 consultations per month. And currently, in last October, we have around 1,369 consultations. And even the red line, if you see, we have new patients. Overall, onco and non-onco, total patients are from 407 to 309. So among these OPD procedures, most often we do biopsies, which contribute to around 50 in number per month. And among all the patients who visited our hospital, we have around 69 to 70% being detected with cancers. So 30% are non-onco, mainly they come for screening, or they just have to get an awareness about cancer, and rest 70% are cancer patients. And among the spectrum of diseases, if you see during our 6-month period, the first most common cancer is the breast cancer, and the second, which accounts for 18%, and the second most common cancer is head and neck cancer, which accounts for around 17%. And surprisingly, we have third most common cancers as the GI tract. So among this 14%, almost 10% are stomach cancers, and 90% of the stomachs are in stage 4. So if you see the Globocan data of India, the smaller pie chart, so third cancer most common is the cervical cancer in India, but we have GI as the most common, and the 4th one is cervix, and the 5th one is the lung. So this coming to the department-wise demographics, this was our daycare center, which was an ad hoc setup, which was set up in June 2020. We have there 10 number of beds where we perform average of 100 chemo sessions per month. And after hospital inauguration, currently we are giving almost up to 300 chemo sessions per month. And this is our radiation oncology department, where we have a true beam variant machine, which is capable of giving even advanced radiation delivery, and the brachytherapy machine. So from the start, from May, we have around 116 fractions delivered in the month of May, which currently standing at 583 fractions per month. And on coach daily, we'll have around 25 to 35 patients per day. So brachytherapy, we started a little late in September, because our OTs have become functional from end of August. So till now, we have performed around 13 brachytherapy sessions. All are cervix. And just to have an idea about the treating patients in radiation oncology, so majority of the cases are cervix, vault, and vagina. And the second most common is the head and neck, and the third is the breast, out of which 22% of the radiations are delivered with palliative intent, and the rest 78% are with therapeutic intent. So coming to the Department of Surgical Oncology, we have 3 theaters. Among these, 2 are functional. Because of various delays, which I'll elaborate in next slides, we started operating since last week of the August. And till now, we have performed around 48 surgeries. With 2, we started in August, and till November 15th itself, we have done around 20 cases. So most of the cases, as you can see in the disease spectrum before, this is the breast cancer, which is most common. Among 14 patients have underwent breast surgery. Among them, 4 are conservative and 10 are mastectomies. And after breast, we have ovary as the most common, followed by head and neck surgeries. And the rest are all 1 or 2 cases for chemoport incisions or tracheostomies. And we even had 4 complications. 2 are the major complications. One is the burst abdomen, which was developed in a patient of tracheostomy and FJ. He's a chronic COPD patient with COPD changes in the lung and chronic smoker. And the second patient is a diabetic, pretty old lady, 74 years. She developed a lower flap necrosis after mastectomy, which we have debrided and sutured. And 2 cases we had superficial surgical site infections. So, and the 4th most important pillar of our distributed model of care is our outreach team, which have done a fantastic job. This is our mobile medical unit, which has the mammography machine built in, as well as the basic setup for performing CBC and RBS measurements, as well as to perform visual inspection of cervix. Since January 2020, they have almost screened 16,400 oral cancer patients in and around our hospital, and we have incidence of around 36 in 1 lakh. That means among the 16,000 patients, 6 patients were confirmed with oral cancer, the incidence being 35 in 1 lakh. And for breast, we have around 255 in 1 lakh, which is a little bit higher when compared to the national average of 50. And the cervical cancer, we have the incidence around 41 in 1 lakh. And monthly, weekly wise, if you see, they conduct around 2 awareness sessions and screening sessions, and 1 with mobile medical unit. So this is our clinical team, and this is our nursing team. Apart from treating patients, we also do tumor boards along with our sister hospitals in Ranchi and Assam. And we also conduct virtual tumor boards with Tata Memorial Center, Mumbai. And we have academics wherein we'll train our junior staff and medical officers and our training staff who may not be knowing oncological care much. And we have a nursing fellowship program, which even though it is not NCA recognized, but still we are, it's like an incentive to the nurses to work, to learn more about onco work. And awareness sessions we do in educational institutions as well as in factories, where we'll do around 500 people per session, where we'll teach them with the most common cancers in India, which is oral, breast, and cervix. And the challenges which we have faced are, first one most important was the COVID pandemic, because that has led for a delay of almost 1.5 years for our project. Otherwise, our hospital should have been started in way back in Jan 2020. And multi-vendor coordination and management. For the construction of our hospital building, we have around 28 vendors, so who are managing multiple locations in the hospital. So in order to have the coordination between them, we have a project management company, but still there are so many lacunae which actually led to delay in project initiation, inauguration of the hospital, and even our operation theaters also. Even though we inaugurated hospital in May, we were not able to start operations till last of August. And OEM delays, because most of the equipment has to come from Germany, and after this Ukraine crisis and all, many of the equipment were not able to deliver on time. And logistical issues, Tirupati being a tier 3 city, like in Bangalore or Hyderabad, you may not be able to get access to larger trucks and all, so that also leads to multiple delays. And HMIS issues, maybe it's a pretty common issue in multiple hospitals, wherein there is no sync with HMIS people and the clinicians, and we are facing some troubleshooting in that. And staff training and management, even though the oncologists are all pretty well trained, the nursing team needs proper training, because few people have only worked in onco centers. So we need to take regular sessions for them for how to deal with the onco patients and how to give palliative care. And the last but not the least is the patient expectations, because there was a rumor which was spread when our hospital was opened that entire treatment will be done in 30 rupees. Whereas actual media report release was 30 rupees is the OPD consultation, but patients will come with expectation that 30 rupees everything will be done. And that is one thing. And many people have seen the research, the name, advanced research. So many stage 4 patients have come thinking that if we have any new drugs for clinical research where we can get enrolled, but still it will take time. So that is what we can say about these patients' expectations. And till now, even though we are in our baby steps, so detailed planning and execution with a dedicated team has led us to opening of this hospital a little later, but with a positive intent. And there was always a friendly, positive work environment. And we always take feedbacks from the patients. And it's a fact that more than 95% of the patients have given a 5-star feedback till now. And there was always a mistake analysis where it's a constructive criticism, wherein we'll take positive feedbacks from everyone, even the clinicians. Our management is kind enough to take feedbacks from us and implement it. And this is what I want to say from our experience. Thank you.